The Bedford County Chamber of Commerce is pleased to present Week 4 of the Masked Mixers. Tonight it's the Group B semifinals with the Owl, the Bear, and the Fox vying for 2 spots in next week's Final Four. The Masked Mixers are presented by Bedford Family Health Center, providing patient-centered care for communities in the Bedford County region through the Bedford Family Health Center, Hyndman Health Center, and Richland Family Health Center. And our business supporting business sponsors, Wessel & Company, Number One Realtor Marilyn Otis, M&T Bank, Conemaugh Health System and Nason Hospital, and Fox 8, home of the Masked Mixer, 8 o'clock on Wednesday nights. Our judges are Downtown Bedford Main Street Manager Stacy Gold, Bedford Gazette Associate Editor Sherry Groudon, and Dina McGee from Bedford County Endowments. Our MC is Bill Curtis from Bedford Family Health Center, also known as DJ Billy King, and our first performer is the Bear. Here's what we've learned so far about the Bear. The Bear works for a family-owned business established in the 1950s. She lives in a busy household with 2 dogs, a cat, a rabbit, and a hamster. And the Bear is a lover of all things sports, individual, team, and outdoors.
Down by the river on a Friday night, a pyramid of cans in the pale moonlight. Talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just living for the minute.
Well, I like the performance. That's a good song, an oldie but a goodie. And I also think that it is a company that starts with an R, but I'm thinking REI, not RWR.
Sherry Groudon, what do you think?
Woochie Chattahoochee. Woo! That was a great song.
Her performance of Alan Jackson's Chattahoochee was a hit, proving the Bear to be more Teddy than Grizzly and propelling her into the semifinals. Here's some new clues to the Bear's identity. The Bear is a dedicated chamber volunteer who turns up at many of our functions. She's a graduate of our Leadership Bedford County program, and while the Bear can often be found wetting a line in a local stream, the idea of encountering a whale is terrifying. Let's welcome back the Bear.
I was tired of my lady. We'd been together too long. Like a worn out recording of a favorite song. So while she lay there sleeping, I read the paper in bed. And in the personal columns, there was this letter I read. If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, if you're not into yoga, if you have half a brain, if you like making love at midnight in the dunes on the Cape, then I'm the love that you've looked for. Write to me and escape.
Thanks to the Bear.
Oh, wow. Her theme is going along with my theme right now. Pina coladas on the beach, relaxing. Oh man, I really like this performance. It was really, really good. But my opinion, we're gonna kind of talk to the judges and see what they think. So we're gonna pivot over to Stacy. Stacy, what do you think?
I've always been a huge fan of that song, and I think I was able to get some clues. I think this might be a younger person. And I wasn't going that direction the first time, and now I'm seeing a different side of things. So I have to give that a little bit more thought.
Dina, what do you have?
I'd go for a pina colada. That sounds good.
Oh yeah.
I think I kind of had a vibe. It was a younger person also, and I almost think she might have a sister that they both work in Bedford. I'm not certain if I know who it is, but I have an idea. I think she did a great job. She had the movements, the whole bit. She did well.
Now we're going to move on to Sherry. Sherry, what are your thoughts?
I love the song. I found myself humming along and kind of grooving with it. I'm with Stacy. I think that the Bear is younger than I originally thought. And I have some ideas who it might be, but I'm not sure that all the clues add up. It's a conundrum. It is.
But at this time, we're going to have to move on to the Fox's performance.
Last time out, we learned some interesting facts about the fox. He doesn't work in a school, but considers his work to be educational. He's a natural-born performer, but solo karaoke is a little out of his comfort zone. And he chose his first song because Elvis is his dad's favorite.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine.
That was very ingenious doing the fox and the hound. That was cute. That was a good performance.
I feel like this young gentleman might work at the library.
The Fox's rendition of Hound Dog secured him a spot in the semifinals. Now we learn more about this sly singer. Out of costume, you've probably heard the Fox performing with a local band. He's a relative newlywed with no children as of yet, but he is a dad to 3 cats. And the Fox is an avid runner who completed a 2-hour half marathon before turning 30. Welcome back, The Fox.
All the small things, true care, truth brings. I'll take one lift, your ride, best trip. Always, I know you'll be at my show, watching, waiting, commiserating. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home.
Thanks to The Fox.
Oh, I tell you, this guy is my generation all the way. But I can't guess. I don't know who he is. Well, he has to be around my generation because that song right there, I really love a lot. But at this time, we're gonna move over to Stacy. Stacy, what do you think?
I'm going to stick with my original guess and say that although he's not in the schools, he might actually be at the library. And that's where I'm at right now. I still think that's who it is.
Does the last name begin with a G?
It sure does.
Dina, what do you have?
He's good. Obviously not my generation of songs. I didn't know what it was, but I'll go with Stacy. I that's who I think it might be too.
All right. Sherry, it's up to you. What do you think?
I think we're all on the same page here. And I think Mr. Fox brings a lot of energy to not only the screen, but also the library. So, yeah, I'm with you all.
All right. So at this time, we're going to move on to our performances. Kelly, reel it up. Let's see what the owl has.
Here's what we learned last time about the owl. The owl is a lifelong resident of Bedford and a longtime champion of the Chamber of Commerce. She works in a food-related industry, and while the owl loves audiobooks, she'd pass on board games and card games.
On a wonderful day like today, I defy any cloud to appear in the sky. Dare any raindrop to plop in my eye on a wonderful day like today.
But I think that might be my favorite performance tonight.
I also thought it was a great performance, and it very well could have been my favorite. And I think I have a pretty good idea who it is, based on the clues that you gave.
I do not have any idea, but I agree that mask, it didn't fit with the voice was so great. It kind of threw you off a little bit, like, wow. So no, I don't know, but that was really good. Really good singing.
With raves from the judges, the owl moved on to the semifinals. And now we get to know more about who the owl might be. The owl has 3 exceptional grown children and a cat. The joy of cooking inspired her to start her own business, and she loves Broadway show tunes, as we see again tonight. Welcome back, The Owl.
The sweetest sounds I'll ever hear are still inside my head.
the kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see, and the dearest love in all the world is waiting somewhere for me, is waiting somewhere for me.
Thanks to The Owl.
Judges, Kelly, our audience. I felt like I was in an opera. Just sitting there in just like a old school opera house, and somebody out there on the stage is singing their heart out. I really love that. And, that performance is very different from the other ones. But nevertheless, it was very good. I really enjoyed that one. So at this time, Sherry, what do you have?
It was a great, absolutely great performance. Great range, great projection. I have a really good idea that I know who this is, and yeah, she's an incredible person. Yeah. I commend everybody for coming on this and singing. I can't carry a tune in a bucket, so I think everybody is great. But that was really, really wonderful.
Dina, how do you feel about this performance?
Yeah, that was really good. And it's funny because I totally know who it is now after seeing the recap from last time. I don't know what it just that did it for me. I'm pretty sure I know who it is too. Really, she's a great singer.
Now, if I'm thinking who it is the same as the other people seem to know who it is, but my thought is this person has artistic children and might have once been the executive director of the chamber.
Judges, thank you for sharing very great talent here tonight. I'm very impressed with what we had here, but there has to be one elimination. There's only going to be 2 people moving on for the spots. So at this time, voting will begin via Zoom poll. All right, Sarah, you're up.
All right, so we're going to be giving away our 4 gift certificates of the evening. They're each $50.
Congratulations to tonight's gift card drawing winners, and special thanks again to our Members Helping Members sponsors, allowing us to purchase $1,000 in gift cards in support of local business throughout the Masked Mixer series.
Very good. Well, thank you so much, Sarah, and congratulations to all the winners here tonight. So at this time, I'm going to pivot over to Kelly. Kelly, are you ready to reveal tonight's community leader at the lowest vote total? And the other 2 are going to move on, but we're going to reveal the one tonight.
Well, I will tell you that the margin between 2 and 3 was very slim, but tonight the community leader that's being unmasked is the Fox. So any last minute guesses on who the Fox might be?
Matt Gottesett.
That's a guess. That's a good guess. Are the judges united in that guess? Yes. Should we see if you're right? So it's time to find out the true identity of the Fox. Take it off.
Hey!
Matt Gottesart. How are you?
It's me. Wonderful.
From the Federated Library System of Bedford County.
I am wonderful. I see the Masked Mixer series is also going wonderfully.
It's been fun. Yep, it's been fun. How was it being the Fox?
It was a little different. I don't think people really know this. So I do theater, of course, but I don't really sing by myself in front of a lot of people. So that's probably the most different part about it. Is it's a little more nerve-wracking than I think most people would expect of me.
We're very impressed with how brave you all are. So how are things going with the library system?
Pretty well. We're we're all, of course, working through the kind of COVID issues and things like that. But we have our faithful patrons who are still coming to us. We have been doing since last July deliveries of books into people's homes individually. We've also got some new online resources. Hoopla, which is a multimedia platform, really. You can get movies and TV and all kinds of stuff from there. We just started that in November-ish. And then, of course, ebooks, audios. There's, we're just working on expanding our digital services. So that's kind of what we've been focusing on for the time being.
Well, you've done so much at the library over the last, 8 years that you have been here back in Bedford County?
Very close to, it'll be 8 in June. So yeah. It's we've worked on a lot of together, a lot of different projects to just kind of change, from being a kind of library system that just had books to being able to offer programming and different services than what we traditionally would.
Well, we thank you for all that you do. We thank you for being so brave to be part of the Masked Mixers, and we look forward to working with you in the future as well. So our artist, formerly known as the Fox, Matt Goddesart, thank you.
Thank you.
I tell you, he was the most performer I liked a lot. I tell you, I really love his performance. So we have revealed our last person right here that's going to be eliminated. And the other two are going to move on to April 22nd. That's going to be the final. That is going to be next Thursday. And, so we're going to have the bear and the owl.
We wanted to give you a little preview. We're really excited to unmask the final four, but the champion gets a really cool trophy. Do you want to show them, Sarah? You're still muted.
I can barely lift it. It is so heavy. But it's this amazing trophy right here.
Oh, wow.
It's
Very, very nice.
Yes. It's some form of gold color.
It's 14 karat gold, I'm pretty sure.
Plated plastic. I think it's powdered. But this would look wonderful in anybody's living room.
For sure.
So April 22nd is going to be the final four, and there only can be one live at Stooges Pub.
Yep. Sure. Just thank you again to our sponsors. Thank you to you, DJ Billy King. I don't know how we would do this without you. Our judges, you guys are so great. And thank you for giving us 5 Thursdays of your busy lives to be part of it. And thanks to everybody who logged in. We get more and more people every week. So hopefully we get a big crowd next week for our finals. And until then, have a great week.
Cool.
We'll see you at the drive-in.
Good show. Silver lining.